My name is Trey, and this is my story. I was raised Catholic, and to me that only meant abiding by a certain set of rules. Ben said recently in a sermon that the relationship with God isn't just about checking boxes, but it's about a true, genuine relationship to your Father. Sadly, I wasn't aware of this for most of my life. I wasn't a bad kid per se. I was even described as a good Catholic boy when I got to college by people who knew me. But I knew internally that I wasn't this good, Bible-abiding kid that I superficially portrayed myself as. There was this hole in my heart that I attempted to fill with everything but the right thing. I filled my heart with anger. I felt time and time again to lust. I lived incredibly selfishly. I tried my hand at substances both in social settings and in private, all to try to fill this hole in my heart. I even tried idolizing a person to fill the hole. I had idolized her so much that I depended on her interaction just to have a good day. She brought me to decency for the first time, and I thought it was all good and fun, but I was enjoying the way I was living at the time, and I wasn't ready to change that for anything. I wasn't ready to uproot my ways or change my goals in life, and so I went on living the way I was living. And eventually, the relationship that I relied so heavily on ended abruptly, and I felt very lost. All of a sudden, I knew that I had to do something, and I got out of bed, I got in my car, and I just started driving. I ended up 15 miles outside of town in a clearing in the trees looking at a lake. It was here that I gave up my suffocating control and began the journey with Jesus. Every day I went back to this spot, and this way I began journaling with Jesus. On the third day, October 5th, is when I decided to give my life to Jesus. I told him that I had followed my ways. It left me feeling empty and desperate, and it was time to follow him. It wasn't like at a snap of a finger all my problems were gone, but suddenly it did all feel a lot lighter. Since then, God has been working in incredible ways to change my life and set me on His path. I no longer have a hole in my heart. God removed the anger that plagued me. He is granting me the courage to die to my flesh day in and day out and live in His Spirit. And by His grace, I am 9 months sober from all substances today. And I have vowed to not put any idols in my life over Him, but to live for Him and seek His will in all I do. I'm so thankful to every person who helped me get to where I am at this point with my walk with God, and I'm so excited for what is to come. My name is Trey, and I'm getting baptized today as a public declaration that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.